Now, one of the things that sets Terra Luna Classic apart from a lot of other cryptocurrencies and a lot of other projects is the fact that we do have a truly decentralized nature, and the fact that anybody holding Terra Luna Classic can help make decisions on which direction the blockchain should go. All you have to do is come up with a proposal, get the deposit for the proposal, and allow the community to vote on that. There's no one person in charge of saying Terra Luna Classic is going to be doing this. Now, of course, we do have voting power, and there's a lot of heavily weighted validators out there that can swing votes in their favor. But nonetheless, the fact that any community member can make that decision and make that, I guess, next step really lends towards the decentralization. But we've got a discussion going on out there right now about lawyering up, hiring a law firm for the Terra Luna Classic DAO just in case something happens with the SEC and just in case, so that Terra Luna Classic could have legal representation. Now, we're going to be talking a little bit about this because I think this goes against the nature of being decentralized. Let's discuss it. If it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. Let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. I'm here to make 2023 the best year ever. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Join us, become a pro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. Now, look, if you're brand new to investing, you don't know how or where to buy stocks in crypto, you got a link in the description below for Webull. It is super simple to set up your account. Any deposit, you guys are getting at least 6 free stocks, up to 12 free stocks, and a $1 crypto trade is going to get you $5 in free crypto. Now, if you guys want crypto exclusive exchanges where you can buy, sell, trade, short, leverage, all that good stuff, you get KuCoin and Binance down there. Now, KuCoin and Binance, they offer rewards for the more active traders, so the more you trade, the more you're going to earn. But please be aware, if you're holding on those exchanges, it is considered a loan to those exchanges. If you want to mitigate the risk of holding on a centralized exchange and make it your asset, you need to hold it on a cold storage or DeFi wallet. Now, guys, let's discuss what's going on here. We're going to read that in a second, but we don't notice Bitcoin going out and lawyering up. Why is that? Well, because Bitcoin isn't governed by anybody. Bitcoin is truly decentralized. Nobody owns Bitcoin. Nobody decides what happens with Bitcoin. Nobody puts out, I guess, the next steps for Bitcoin. There's nothing to vote on. There's nothing to govern, anything like that. Bitcoin really is decentralized. Now, when it comes to Terra Luna Classic acts almost more like a corporation. When shareholders vote on the next stages for a company, that is very similar to Terra Luna Classic holders voting on the next stages for Terra Luna Classic. And this is where the problem in and of itself lies. Because we can vote on the next decision or on the next stages for Terra Luna Classic, does that really mean that Terra Luna Classic is decentralized? Now, if you compare Bitcoin, which right now the US government is not coming after Bitcoin as a security. But if you compare Bitcoin to Terra Luna Classic, you can see that there are some stark differences here. Terra Luna Classic is set up much more like a corporation. We've got developers who are actively building. We've got a blockchain that people are investing in based on developers building, expecting a return on their investment. That right there would make it pass the Howey test, however you want to look at it, as a potential security. The fact that these developers like Ed, the layer 1 team out there, or the former layer 1 team, he's going to be going off on his own sidechain now and doing the AI thing. If these developers are worried about it, they kind of understand the setup that we've got going on here in Terra Luna Classic. We've got a small group of developers or a corporate entity, almost like a structure there. We've got a group of shareholders who have say in the direction of the corporation through the DAO and through their votes. And we've got an expected return based on the work that the developers are doing. Guys, it really does. It screams. It's just a security at that point. Now, the fact that it is decentralized and not ran by one person doesn't necessarily negate that one person can control a corporation. I mean, one person can be voted out by the board of directors. The board of directors can be voted out by shareholders. Shareholders in the corporate structure that you see in really any corporation across the globe is being represented in Terra Luna Classic here. So if that's the viewpoint that people have, yes, it may be necessary for Terra Luna Classic to hire a law firm. It may be necessary for Terra Luna Classic to at least get some legal advice. And it may be necessary for Terra Luna Classic because it is truly not some sort of a decentralized structure. At that point, it is a decentralized entity or a decentralized corporation that has sold securities. So you see what we're going with here is that if we are truly a security, we would be more like Bitcoin. We wouldn't necessarily worry about it, and we wouldn't really have a say in the direction of the Terra Luna Classic blockchain. But because we do, we may want to listen to Ed here. Now, here's the thing that I don't necessarily agree with when it comes to Ed's idea of a law firm being set up. This is the part that just really makes me wonder. At this time, we are requesting an initial community spend of $20,000 as a retainer for Horizon Law. And you guys can watch the previous video I did. Horizon Law has literally one review on Google. The review's from 3 years ago. None of the people that work at Horizon Law, I think there's 3 lawyers, none of the people that work at Horizon Law are necessarily doxed on their platform. It's all NFT pictures. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're not legitimate. I mean, it could just be the pictures that they use. But Horizon Law seems like a very, very small boutique company in Irvine, California. And, look into it a little bit more before we give them 20 grand is what I'm saying. Their immediate recommendation is to establish an offshore foundation company that is associated with the Luna Classic DAO. The approximate cost for the offshore is $100,000 to hire a law firm and service providers in the Cayman Islands for offshore structuring work. This would require a second governance community spend vote. The initial fees will go towards the following actions. So we need to set up offshore shell companies in the Cayman Islands so that we can route our payments to the law firm through offshore Cayman Islands shell companies. I've seen shows before, right? You guys have seen movies before where setting up offshore shell companies in the Cayman Islands is the first red flag when it comes to doing anything illicit. So I don't know if that's going to pass. I don't know if the community is going to vote to spend $120,000 by routing money through offshore accounts to Horizon's law firm or not. What I do know is things are pointing towards a security for Terra Luna Classic at this point. I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below, because I wasn't really concerned about this until I really started to dig into why they're looking for legal representation and the fact that we are structured very similarly to a corporation as opposed to a commodity. Let me know down in the comments below, and if that button right there is still red, make sure to click it, subscribe to the channel, join us, become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. You guys get ClayBro 883 everywhere. 6 to 12 free stocks on Webull, KuCoin and Binance, free Discord, and until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.